We're here from the Kingdom of Bahrain to bring a message of peace and love to all victims and their families from the people of the Kingdom of Bahrain. Our message to this great nation of the United States is one of peace and love, peaceful coexistence, mutual respect, and peace for the world. We are here with a delegation of expatriates and Bahrainis who've come to show our respects here at this wonderful, gracious memorial in the heart of New York City. And we'd like to say our message of peace and love from Bahrain. With love and peace from Bahrain. We live in a multicultural society where we have total religious freedom, no racial discrimination. We live together as one family. This is the Bahrain model because this is Bahrain. We're here showing great respect and we feel humbled by the surroundings here in New York City at the 9/11 memorial. We're graced with the presence of many of our religious leaders from all faiths, from Christian, from Muslim, from Copt, from Hindu, from Buddhist. And we're here as a true representation of the Kingdom of Bahrain, where His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa grants us all a total right to religious freedom. We worship in freedom, we worship with joy and in safety. And we want to share with the world the Bahrain model of peaceful coexistence, religious freedom, where we all live without discrimination as one family. Because, 1, 2, 3, this is Bahrain. We're here with the This is Bahrain delegation visiting from the Kingdom of Bahrain, the land of peace and harmony. We're here in downtown New York City visiting the 9/11 memorial. It's an incredible space. You can see people from all over the world who've come here to share their respects, to pay respects and remember those who died in this dreadful incident and to pay respects to their families. We are here as a group of expatriates and Bahrainis from the Kingdom of Bahrain to send a message of peace and love and solidarity with the people of the United States of America and all around the world. We've had an incredible welcome from the people of the United States, both in Washington, D.C. and here in New York. And our message is very simple. We are lucky to live in a kingdom where we have total religious freedom, where we live in harmony and peace without any discrimination. And we are here to share this message with the people of the great nation of the United States. Our message is one of peace and love to the people of the United States from the people of the Kingdom of Bahrain, the land of peace and harmony. For the honor.
دكتور عبد الله منصور.
هلا كيف الحال؟
الشيخ
فرصة طيبة.
صلاح الجودر.
اهلا وسهلا عليكم السلام مرحبا.
صلاح
كيف الحال؟ فرصة طيبة.
ابونا
اهلا وسهلا. اهلا وسهلا.
بيجي كمار ماي برادر. دكتور فيصل تعرفه دكتور فيصل.
كيف الحال؟ مرحبا. اهلا وسهلا. كيف حالك؟
فادر from Chris.
Hello, how are you? Nice to meet you.
and
مرحبا كيف حالك؟
هيفاء وهبي.
Please.
Everybody take seat.
Please.
We are indeed an NGO. We started off as an NGO just taking care of expatriates in Bahrain because expatriates are about 52% of the population. But we then, felt, well, that's not inclusive. We have to have our Bahraini brothers and sisters with us. And so we have created a series of events called This is Bahrain, mainly to promote the culture of peace, of course, to spread the message of, to reject Islamophobia, xenophobia, and to share and educate others about religious freedom, peaceful coexistence.
Because Ambassador Karim indicate that we see that tolerance to listen to you and see what we can do together.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
I've known Karim when he was Ambassador of Bahrain to the United Nations. I was to see us unfortunately today facing really big challenge. لا لا عندي أنا لأن هم من وين خالد بن أحمد.
لا بحرينية.
We are waiting and waiting and we are you see they are growing. Yes. And they are growing because of the technology.
هذه المحطة الأخيرة لرحلة المحبة والسلام لهذه هي البحرين. هذه الرحلة التي أخذتنا إلى واشنطن العاصمة الأمريكية، وحيث قمنا بشرح ما هي هذه هي البحرين: بحرين المحبة، بحرين السلام، بحرين الأخوة والتآخي، بحرين التسامح، وبحرين المودة والتناغم بين جميع الطوائف والديانات. أخذتنا هذه الرحلة إلى واشنطن، حيث زرنا قمنا بفعاليات عديدة، من بينها اتصالات مع المنظمات غير الحكومية، وكذلك المعاهد الدراسية، لشرح ما هي البحرين وأهدافها النبيلة التي ننشدها جميعا لأرض دلموند، أرض الخلود والمحبة والتآخي. واليوم هذه آخر محطة قبلنا فيها. أيضا ذهبنا بالأمس، عملنا معرض جميل حضره العديد من الفعاليات من الأمم المتحدة وخارجها ومن محبي البحرين، كما كان الحال في واشنطن. واليوم ذهبنا إلى مركز التجاري في واشنطن، حيث قمنا بوضع الزهور، إكليل من الزهور، على حائط المكان الذي هدم قامت به الأعمال الإرهابية، وراح ضحيته أكثر من 5,000 من البشر. على هناك أقمنا الصلوات والدعاء على أرواح هذه الضحايا. واليوم التقينا بمعالي الأخ ناصر النصر، الممثل السامي لحوار الحضارات في الأمم المتحدة، وتجاوبنا معه أطراف الحديث، حيث تماثل الأهداف هذه البحرين أهداف حوار الحضارات الذي ترعاه الأمم المتحدة بين مختلف الدول والمنظمات الدولية وغير الحكومية التي هي أعضاء في المجلس الاقتصادي والاجتماعي. تباحثنا معهم عن التعاون المقبل في المستقبل، وأننا نتطلع أن يكون هذا التعاون باكورة تفاعل مع جميع المنظمات لتحقيق أهدافنا التي رسمناها من أجل بحرين المستقبل، بحرين المحبة، وبحرين التآخي والمساواة بين الطوائف وأطياف المجتمع البحريني. شكرا.
We're delighted to be here today at the United Nations Alliance of Civilizations, our final meeting for our This is Bahrain in the United States of America roadshow. We're here in New York City, and we have just met with His Excellency Ambassador Nasser Al-Nasser from the United Nations Alliance of Civilizations. It's fitting that this is our final event and meeting here in New York City, because that's what Bahrain herself is. The Kingdom of Bahrain is an alliance of civilizations, pure diversity of ethnicity, of culture, of religion. We have been so warmly welcomed by the people of the United States. We began our journey in the elegant city of Washington, D.C., the beautiful capital of this great nation. And we visited several different religious institutes where we shared the Bahrain model of peaceful coexistence and our message of peace and love. And we have actually signed collaboration agreements with many different societies and organizations so that we can share. We're not simply here in the United States to share our model from Bahrain, but we're here also to learn from the people of the United States. As you know, our message is one of peace and love. We want to share our message because we feel that ignorance is the enemy of peace and education is the nourishment for peace. And thanks to His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa's vision to ensure that we have the total right of religious freedom, that we have no racism or discrimination in the Kingdom of Bahrain, that we have many great benefits. And here in the United States, I think, alhamdulillah, it's really made us realize even more how great our life is in Bahrain. We have met our American friends here who are astonished when they came to our events in both Washington and New York, that in Bahrain we have free education, we have free healthcare, we have free housing, we have subsidies on energy and so many other wonderful things, and we don't pay income tax. We had business guests who visited our exhibitions and conferences who were astonished to learn that Bahrain now allows 100% foreign ownership of certain companies, that the government has many benefits available to those wishing to set up businesses in Bahrain, that we have the lowest cost of doing business in the region. Bahrain is the gateway to the GCC $1 trillion market. And also, very interestingly, during 2014, Bahrain's trade between Bahrain and the United States of America increased by 22%. And these days, I think these are all laudable achievements. We also shared with our guests and friends that around the United States that Bahrain welcomes associations and collaborations, especially for our youth, because our young people are our most precious gift. They're our future. And we also met with some people from the Washington Institute to let our voice be heard, to let the Washington Institute and others know that in Bahrain our message is one of peace. We have unfairly had very severely negative and untrue media reports about the Kingdom of Bahrain. So we're here to make our voice heard. It's our right to have our voice heard, just as others have their right to have their voices heard. We are really heartened to find that we met guests in Washington, D.C. who came to the exhibition and the conference, who were thrilled at what they learned there. And some of them even traveled from Washington to New York City to attend our second event and brought friends along. We had a German company who received an invitation from us, and of course we have been to Berlin previously with This is Bahrain, and following up on that, the German company actually flew into New York City 2 days ago just to attend This is Bahrain, and they have signed an agreement with the Bahraini company, and they flew back to Germany today. This is the power of This is Bahrain around the world. Bahrain is open for business. We have an open society, an all-inclusive society. And I really feel our message of peace and love has been well received and well understood by the people of the United States of America. And we look forward to welcoming them to the Kingdom of Bahrain. Talking about our meetings with religious leaders, we were honored to meet with Ambassador Ronald Lauder, who is the president of the World Jewish Congress, and of course a highly esteemed businessman from the Estee Lauder group of companies. And he really praised the Kingdom of Bahrain and His Majesty's initiatives and reforms and freedoms. And we have invited him to visit us in Bahrain. And he's really excited about that prospect, both from a cultural angle and from the business opportunities in Bahrain. So we're very proud of our delegation. We're very proud of everyone who worked so hard to make This is Bahrain in the United States of America, to turn that dream into a reality. And we return now to Bahrain full of joy, full of hope, and full of business cards and contacts to follow up and make sure that the message of peace and love from the Kingdom of Bahrain to the people of the world goes around all over this beautiful world. And we continue our work. And we'd like to thank, of course, Bahrain TV and all of your journalists for supporting us so well. And as we arrived here as one family, we leave with one family. We arrived here, with open arms, and we go back now with warm and gladdened hearts, because this is Bahrain. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.